Callum 2 on pole position on the right as we look at it alongside his Sophie Leverset. All 5 lights are on! And we go green in Montreal. That is a great start from Sophie. Already overtaking Callum alongside it to turn 1. No 4 cars get by. Go Callum in contact with, I'm pretty sure it is Benjamin Copy. No, so Marie Lawson. Sorry, and they make a bit of contact. And that's Callum now into P3. However, he's going to try and challenge his closest rival from last season into the chicane. Gets the job done. Helps it to P2. Meanwhile, though, it's Sophie Leverset who leads with Callum, then Marie, and that's your top 3. How do you review the collisions? I think that Marie was kind of halfway full committed to making that move, so nothing she could have done. No damage on both cars though, so I think that they'll be fed to continue like normal, but they might have a word or two after this race. Yeah. They're all now all out of the hairpin. Callum started on pole, is now in P2, so maybe we could see a Ferrari win again here, which is probably guaranteed to happen, unless all Ferraris retire and Lucas Roth expands his lead at the top of the table. Remember, he is leading this championship right now. However, Sophie's Leverset, then Callum, then Marie, still your top 3 after the first lap. And Kim, explain what happened here. So good for the lights. Basically, Callum has not been the key of start early, has he? But he decides to compromise start by covering the inside line, so the full car get past him. And then as he makes his way around the corner, really pretty much turns in him. And then they made contact on the way out. I'm pretty sure Marie was committed to getting around the corner anyway. So I'm not going to say it was anyone's fault, because it really wasn't. Alright, so here we go. You see the 2 Ferraris duking it out, and we're only on lap 2. Who is going to take the win? That is the main question, because we remember last season there was, I think, there was only 3 race winners. There was Marie Lawson, who won a few races. Camping pretty much dominated the majority of the season. And then Lucas Roth won in Abu Dhabi on his debut. Then never won a race after. Looks like he's committed into making this a race, potentially a championship winning season. Yeah, I hope he does it, because he's got some really good potential in him. Ooh, Campbell was making a move around the outside, didn't it? Yeah, he was trying to commit to it, but he was too far away. Yeah, so once again, the duking it out to go down the straight, and wait, is that smoke? That is smoke coming out of Sophie Leverset's car. She's pulled off to the side. Safety car's been deployed. She's not winning this race, as she is out of it. Lap 2, is it up to lap 3 now though? We were just seeing like who's gonna win, and she retires. So Callum's into the lead of this race. Unbelievable. We're on board with Cam as he catches up to the safety car. What a start to the race. Remember, I think it was lap 1 last time we had a safety car. Here's a replay. So yeah, she pretty much has a mechanical issue and has to pull sandwiches, what causes a safety car. Yeah, it's not good. Now, so you may notice is that we have safety car music. It's only for this safe. Oh, I was gonna say it's only for the safety car. However, we're live. So how, you know, we don't know if there's gonna be any more safety cars, but can you see there being more? Okay. Yes, definitely. This track has always thrown up a safety car, even in its first race, and no one retired when it was deployed. So yeah, it's always one to look. Safety car is always something to watch out for as we're coming to the end of the sector. Yeah, so first safety car of the season. How do you think really about this? Well, we saw last season Callum run straight to the back of it in Mexico City, so yeah, I just gotta hope he's careful. It's gonna be, this is gonna be actually not gonna affect the race at all, because it's really too early for people to be like, alright, we're changing strategy. So yeah. Now everyone wants coming back for the chicane, which has the Wall of Champions. Not caught out a champion just yet in Formula Classic. Maybe today, do you reckon? A very low chance, because as you can see, there's only one champion in Formula Classic right now. Jay Laterna, actually, home hero around here, is actually competing as well in the Formula Electric Junior. So a bit like GB2 Formula 1, it's a bit like that, but it's esports. We're on about esports version of like a Formula E GP2 kind of thing. So he's competing that, currently leading the championship. No confirmation who is the champion yet, to go a couple races left in us. So yeah, luckily the two don't clash. Now next up we go to is Spielberg, which was the season opener last season, and whoever won that race, which was Milosson, so far, which we know has not, she never won the championship. Are we going to see something like that next season? No, I don't think so. I feel like this season it'll be the case of it doesn't, the race is just like a normal race. Remember, it is going to be round 5. So yeah, I can see it not really being much of an issue. Safety car is coming in. As you can see, it has gone ghost like a ghost. It's ghosted. That's because it is coming in. So let's see. When they're gonna go green, you reckon? Probably when the safety car reaches the chicane. Maybe. Yeah, we have gone. Well, look, things, we've got green. We're racing again in Montreal. No real change there. That's the thing. No, we do tend to see this a lot of the time when you're racing. No major issue. I don't think any of us really even expected to see a safety car, because usually what happens is they don't pull out the safety car when someone retires. So, but because someone retires pretty much in every race, so it's not like we see a safety car in every race, which it makes sense. However, it's very rarely that we see a safety car. Probably we should have seen one in Abu Dhabi round 1 when Peter retired, but I mean, I guess it was because he was in a safe location. Certainly, the brakes could have failed heading through there, but yay, you can say Murray Lawson fought the two full rivals and championship contenders of the previous season. Murray Lawson potentially a championship contender this season. She's currently in P2 though in the championship. Both duking it out. Callum P4 in the championship. Will this race result, I think, change anything in the championship? No, we will have to probably win the next race. We'll be ahead of Murray Lawson in the next race, so depending on where she finishes. And really, whoever's in P3 in time, which I think is Benjamin Compton's actually. I suppose we finish ahead of them in the next race to secure the champ, to secure higher than P4. So we still have the year to the championship though, so anything is possible, and yeah, I think things shall be interesting. Yes, the Red Bull boys released their car on Thursday, and it looks good. Yes, it does. It really does look good. It's definitely a mix. I'm pretty sure the Affinity partnership as well is gone now, so I think that goes to, I think they moved to Renault for that. So yeah, things should be really interesting. I cannot wait to see what the pace is. We don't know Callum's there, but we know Lucas Rother, so they've confirmed the driver lineup pretty much already. It was Lucas Rother that was driving it, so around the Spielberg circuit. If you saw the trailer to it, the car kind of, I think the car went airborne. Yeah, it went airborne. So yeah, I said that wasn't intended, but I thought, so we'll put it in the trailer. Callum now starting to gain a bit of a lead against Murray Lawson. Back to the Sophie Leathers situation. I don't think she's finished the past 3 races. No, she finished. No, she did finish in Abu Dhabi in race 2 and in Monaco. She didn't finish over a collision with Bruno Senna, who was replacing Callum for the race. But it's only 2 races now, not 3. Oh, I thought she retired in Abu Dhabi, don't know. So, on board Callum's wing. I think as long as we've gone seen it without some random pixelated cutting it. Yeah, when we saw that, it was very weird. Not gonna lie. But it didn't affect him either, so we'll probably just on the screens. GUI update, actually, I want to say, safety car things have been added that. Just there actually before this race as well. Because I don't think anyone was expecting one from Monaco. No, but I mean, people were saying, no, this is Monaco, you know, it's guaranteed practically a safety car, and we didn't get one. Well, obviously I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. Besides the fact that Bruno Senna squished safely Leather in through the wall. He crashed as well in the last lap at, I think it was Quebec. Oh wow. I know. Who won the race? Lucas Olof. It was only 20 laps, so it was like a 0-stop strategy as well. Savage. Anyway. I guess, moving on. Callum's expanding his lead now. Again from Marie Lawson. At any chance, do you think maybe Marie will try Callum's strategy out and maybe do the undercut on him? Well, she knows that he pits the first lap after the first lap as the pit window opens. So the lap the pit window opens, he pits. Maybe she should try potentially doing it, going the lap before the pit window pits, and then we'll still cover for a pit window. I'm not too sure. But it's really whatever. It is really whatever. Now we have got some rain forecasted for the end of this race actually. Which is something that could potentially affect the outcome of this race. Now, if they have to change to wet tyres, that means that this will be the first ever wet Formula Classic race. Now, Ian Hill's watching on. Big shout out to him, Callum's uncle. Yeah, cheering on for the Ferrari driver and next season's Red Bull driver. So, one thing now is, what is your prediction for this race? Bear in mind, last season it was so unpredictable. You know, Callum said, safety car comes, he's gonna use it to his advantage. However, Jay Latourna held him up too much. That meant Marie got such a massive lead, and won the race as he heads through the wall. Chum's a bit of oversteer. Yeah, oversteer. He was saying that he was going to turn the traction control off because he was been experimenting with new things. He hasn't, and is what he's putting. He says he's putting the gears to manual, so he has to change the gear next season, which would make things more of a challenge, especially in Red Bull. So hopefully that he don't want to. Hopefully he has a similar season to this year, because we want to see. We don't want to see him in pure dominance, but we want to see him in the races. So basically, he said that he couldn't put the traction control because he was doing some experiments, and the car was so oversteering that it was unreal. So what he had to do was he had to put it on to normal, and I think he's doing that for the whole of this season because there's nothing else that he can do about it with the oversteer. Yeah, he says it's an absolutely ridiculous thing, but there's nothing he can do about it, and you know, he's just got to try it with the Red Bull. He would think he did it with the Ferrari sim, so he's just gonna try it with Red Bull, and then he should be fine, and see if it works. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna be trying to focus on probably Abu Dhabi and maybe Spielberg will we head to next. And now, something which I've never done in all commentating is I am going to tell you guys the calendar of this season and what we have coming up next, because it's kept all happening randomly, isn't it? So we go to the kind of page I have on my phone and we'll have a look. So what's new in Excel? I don't care. Yes, Marina, for rounds 1 and 2. They went to Monaco last time. Montreal is where we are now. So we have Spielberg, Monza, Suzuka, Melbourne, Baku, so Azerbaijan we'll go to this year. The first time. Mexico City, and then we got to the two Bahrains. Bahrain long and then Bahrain short. Are you going to expect the championship to take a dramatic turn around potentially halfway through the season because of the rest of the calendar? Definitely. Japan always seems to be a track which in the long run ends up being a demanding circuit, and the first sector can throw a lot of people off. And so I'm pretty sure that that's going to decide the championship as well. And yeah, you know, it's just I think going to be a case of that. You know, we've had loads of different race winners already this season. We had Callum, we've had Benjamin, we've had Lucas. I don't think Marie's won a race actually this season. No. So we're having this kind of point now where we're at that stage where it's still a very unknown, which last season we kind of knew who the championship protagonists were. Right now we don't, and we're around 4 in, whereas after the first 2-3 rounds we know who the championship protagonists were. Last season we know that it was going to be Callum v Marie, whereas this season we don't, and that's the most I think this is the most interesting part of this season. It's going to be that one thing. We don't know who is going to be into for the championship battle this season. Rumours that Callum could end up becoming an underdog and clinching it on like the last race, and you know, a dramatic kind of outsider, you know, kind of story where underdog story where, you know, very rarely been kind of you know, scoring a lot of points. He had a couple of wins this season, and you know, and he sort of pulling me attention at like the last race. You know, we've got Bahrain for the last 2 races. He's going to be strong there. We saw him stronger last season. So maybe what we'll see is Cameron in the underdog story where he's okay for the majority of the season. You know, he's still in title content. Last race of the season, last 2 races of the season, he's on pure dominance, ends up winning the championship because of it. That's always, it's never really been a possibility before anywhere, but it could be this season. Some yellow flags are the hairpin. I don't know what that is for. I think Jay Turner's pulled to the side. That's going to be another safety car. The second safety car in this race and this season. I expect the safety car legs coming to only certain tracks. Yeah, oh look, Callum and Marie Lawson both pitting. Benjamin Coppins though stayed out. So, glitched there with the tyres. So, no change in the top 2 for the race. So, nothing to change out. This car ghosting there for some reason as he heads out of the pit lane. Now, season 3 is going to be a big one. I think everyone knows that by now. Because I'm sure as we all know that season 3 is a new era of Formula Classic, and it's going to be probably the oldest of the eras. And it's probably going to last a year or 2 as we catches up to Benjamin Coppins on the safety car. The whole real point of it is we're going to be using a lot quicker cars that look, I guess, very similar, but then they're in like kind of differences, and it does mean a lot of as many Ferraris as what we've had in the past 2 years. Now the main thing is a driver lineup. We know where the Ferraris are, we know where the Mercedes are, we know where the Red Bulls are, so we know what theoretically could end up being the top teams are. Lower down the order we don't know where Jay Turner's going. That's another big thing. Is where's Jay Turner going to go for the next season? Is he going to be in the next season? Because that's the thing, we don't know this kind of stuff. Yes, I could see him probably be in the next season. We know that Toro Rosso, who was confirmed to be joining, actually becoming MS and AD Angeletti, which we found out on Thursday. Maybe Jay could go there? We actually don't know. Unless Jay has a miracle of a season this season, no, most teams are gonna want to go for it because he's been fired from a top tier team. So maybe he might not be in next season. We're still waiting from the call really until say, well, what some of the other teams are going to be. Force India doing driver tests actually tomorrow to say whether who's going to be their drivers. You never know what's going to happen. Jay Turner might end up becoming a cover driver for every team, and then come say pulls out or something. No, he might hop it and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna cover for them and just see how it goes. That could potentially be what happens. So we're not too sure to what the driver lineups are gonna be. We know that Bluto Senna and Williams could be a massive thing for him to pick up his motorsport career. You know, you could go there. We are potentially having some Finnish drivers joining next season. Well, one or two Finnish drivers maybe. So that could be a potential. But we'll just have to wait and see. Now, rumors that Karma being eyed up by Mercedes for season 4 or season 5, depending what happens with Mary Lawson or Peter Belozov. We know that Peter is one of the kind of aging drivers now. He's just hit 30, so he is the second oldest driver now. Whereas before when he was 29, I'm pretty sure he would have been. He just would have been lasted longer. He's been in motorsport for way longer than Kevin. So necessarily, as we're about to go green actually into this lap, it couldn't have been the case of he might retire actually at the end of 2 seasons, and then kind of be like, you know what, I'll do 1 season with Mercedes and retire, something like that. We don't know what's going to happen. No, we know. That's the thing, as we have now gone racing once again. And whoa, what's going off here? It's like really Lawson has been ghosting, and that's giving good Maldweather the chance to go. What's going on? Callum's got past Gert again, and has had to give the position back for some bizarre reason. 2 McLarens have gone up. What on earth? Looks like the field's been all just mixed up again. What has gone off? My theoretical opinion, I think Good should give God knows how many places he has been his total cause of ghosting back. I feel like Marie Lawson should be with P3, Connor should be P2. Yeah, that's a weird situation. I wonder what's gone off. And is anyone gonna get punished? Because Callum to get the position back to go Wildmuller, even though Good actually never properly, even though Good actually has done good knows how many illegal overtakes, because we don't know where it was before. Yeah, this is a really bizarre thing actually. I'm quite intrigued. Should we try to find out? Yeah, that's... I wonder what's gone off. Anyway, as we're back racing again, Cam's got to somehow get past Gert in order to win the race, because Gert has made a stop. Benjamin, not. So theoretically, to think maybe Ben is gonna pit at the end of this lap. Yeah, probably. As I'm getting in contact with the FIA to find out actually what has happened, because it is very intriguing. I know. So Ben has not pitted this lap. Today actually we got our first proper podcast. The first podcast is going to be happening. And that's going to be inside the driver's briefing. And it's going to be a podcast with Gen 2 kind of stuff around. So things like that I think are going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be amazing to kind of see what happens. We're still waiting on the podcast from Monaco, I think. As Dakar dive bombs down the inside of Gert, takes P2, and now he's got a massive stretch if he's going to take Ben if he doesn't pit in a few laps from now. So it's intriguing to what is going off here. The FIA responding actually to my comment now. So, very peculiar into what has happened. This is, I think, the first time that any esports series has ever seen this. Maybe. Yeah, it's weird. Very weird. Oh, they've commented. Right, so let's read this comment. This is pretty weird. As Ben has pitted, Callum has got the spread of his life to take the lead as he brushes the wall of champions and has now took the lead of this race. Now, interesting stuff is the track in Montreal has been under investigation for stuff like this. So, and the sensor's not picking up. So I think, for how the FA have worded what's gone off, they're going to be talking to the people who run this track. And a similar story happened in Bahrain a few years ago, I think it was as well. So, in another esports series. So basically what's happened is Callum's car ghosted, so Marie nearly went into the back room, so Marie's car had to ghost as well. But because Gert went through the ghosting cars, and what happened was because he hasn't picked up as any illegal overtakes, because at that time the game was registering Marie Lawson and Callum not there. They were ghost AI cars. So Gert's got 3 positions basically, saving the McLarens, and then when Callum's trying to take his position back, he's been given a legal overtake for something that actually wasn't his fault. So that's why I come out to get the position back, and that's why the field's so bunched up now and so kind of all over the place. So that might clinch a podium for Gert and help him in the championship, when theoretically that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, very strange things this is now, not gonna lie. I wonder what, because this is the first time this has ever happened in Formula Classics, so why on earth would this have gone off? I think we might see tow tracks next season then, not on the calendar. Yeah, maybe. Well, there is confirmation that Malaysia are looking into a deal to join the sport. Yeah, Malaysia. We know Singapore's coming in, so they can actually cover them up, can't they? Yeah, and then obviously there might be a deal with a American company. That's kind of get really wide. So maybe this means that we have a US GP as well. Yeah, well, we're not too sure if this company is actually American, but they said if they were to have any kind of partnership in the sport, they have to have a US C-Prix, I guess. Which don't make sense, because in Gen 2 cars, they're not really as classic as these are. So, God knows what's gonna happen, because that could be a second track now that is gonna have to pull out due to issues. Because Bahrain, we've had confirmation that Bahrain is actually leaving. They're not gonna be here for next season, which is gonna, you know, to the disappointment of Callum. They're leaving, so I wonder what's gonna happen now, because if you think about it, Bahrain's gonna have to be covered by Malaysia potentially, so we might see a double bill of Malaysia at the end of the season in Sepang, and then we've got also Canada in Montreal. So Singapore can, Singapore could perfectly cover for this. We know it can. But it's your Malaysia and your Bahrain. Unless you do a double barrel, how are you gonna cover it? And we might see a US GP next season as well. Yeah, and there's new enforcement states on the racing line regulations. Instead of you just being able to use it in lane, you'll be able to use it in any track you want, as long as it is over the medium difficulty. So you can use it in Monaco, which we almost sort of actually had to use. So you got his rule kind of got bent because of it. And also now it will be tracks like medium level difficulty. So I'm sure I think Shanghai, isn't it, in the game? I'm pretty sure it is. It's either that or hard. But we should see a lot more new tracks as well coming in because of it. So it won't be all the easy tracks, because the tracks will be able to use the racing line. But I'm pretty sure the hard tracks will all come in at a certain point, so it will be all in a massive goal, instead of it all being kind of all just done all over the place. You know, Azerbaijan is supposedly a hard track, but talented. He's finding it quite cool. He's, feels it's quite comfortable with it right now. So that's a possibility that might not even be with them. It's a hard track. So confirmation, we've had obviously Singapore's joining next season, and we've had Malaysia. US not too sure about. We could get a US GP in season 3, or sorry, US C-Prix. That's what we call them in this motorsport, known as Formula Classic. So, obviously we now know the strategies of a one-stop. So we've obviously had the confirmation that at the end, maybe a bit of riding after the 2 safety cars, could we potentially see actually another pit stop due to weather? Potentially. There's been, I think it was put down the radio either not long ago or just a minute ago, that lane is approaching in around 15 to 10 minutes. So we could potentially see some rain that can affect this race instead, and is more likely to. This is getting interesting. Like, this actual issue with Montreal has got interesting. Like, we know Bahrain isn't going to be on next season, but Montreal is. It's an interesting one. We'll have a very last ever Bahrain Grand Prix, and then we'll have a Bahrain short, which I'm pretty sure we just class Bahrain short as the last part of the Bahrain C-Prix. But this is an interesting one. Yes, it is. Because this is actually a really nice track. We've seen the majority of the safety cars be deployed here. We might not see it next season. Maybe for the whole future. I think it will probably be a 1 year absence, maybe 1 season absence, sorry, like for a ban or something, and then it will come back. That's probably what's going to happen. That was seen in Formula E where with Punta del Este in Uruguay, where it was in season 1 or 2, and then you have a massive calendar change in season 3. I don't know, no tracks, a lot of tracks got removed without being recognised as being having one last season in season 2, or some did. And then Punta del Este, for instance, came back after a season absence, which was actually, for me, terms it's a year absence. So maybe we'll have a season absence of Montreal. I mean, it could be less safety cars, but I'm sure something will come and replace it. It'd be a bit of a shame though, wouldn't it? It would. It's got feel for the Canadian fans, and just hope that this track does come back for season 3. We should probably get confirmation in a week or two's time, and yeah, then we'll have something. And as we look on the helicopter view at Callum, who is leading this race, bear in mind, with Gert just behind on the podium, so we might get F2002 or 1-2. Probably the only time that is going to have to happen. There's never been a Red Bull 1-2, a Red Bull front row. We've had only one ever 1-2, and that was with the Ferraris in season 1. We've had a 1-2-3 as well now, so we're breaking records this season a whole lot more. Yeah, last season was a bit boring with the 1-2. We didn't expect it to be then in the first race. Pretty didn't expect it to be the first season, so I was a bit bored. But when we blew the record of 1-2-3, I was happy. What looks like the rain has maybe has it kicked in? Yes, the rain actually, I can see some drops and it comes sliding a bit. The rain has come, so in a couple laps time potentially there might be people changing the tyres. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, probably we'll see people changing the tyres. You see the drops on Callum's car now. So yeah, I think we'll see people changing tyres very soon. So now let's see another one whether how strategy as well comes into it. I'm pretty sure at this point soon Callum would be allowed to put the restart if he wants to do it, which I don't think he is going to do anyway. But if the driver wants to, they can. In the last season, you could have it on all the season, but then it got changed because of J.D. Turner abusing it practically. So yeah, if he didn't have reliability issues, he would have been probably demolishing the field because he would have the racing on him, and he'd probably get disqualified at the end of all them by the time they find anyway. So, but meanwhile, Callum is still leading with Gert behind. Now Alex Murray got into P3 instead of Murray Lawson. Could we potentially see a race where Murray is not on the podium? I don't think we've had that yet. No, we haven't. And Callum are bloody consistent, aren't they? Yeah. Absolutely not. Sorry about my burp. They are really consistent. Should have Callum hasn't been on the podium in every race. I'd have liked to see that again. But that's never in every race. But it's a shame, but at the same time it's good, giving us a brilliant racing. Seeing no faces on the podium. Yeah. So back onto the Montreal kind of ish safety car issue, that could end up being more frequent. That's the thing. Yeah, so they gotta potentially one season to find out what the issue is, because otherwise they could end up not returning. Because you know, if they don't find the issue and find out what's going on, soon before that kind of the confirmation, it should be in probably when we're in Japan, maybe. No, I'd say Baku. I just think that like 4 races left anyway when we go there. So yeah, we have we do have some potential just opportunities. To find what the calendar is gonna be for next season. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon though, but yeah, Montreal's got a bit before they can, because I don't think the FIA is gonna want this to happen again. So as much as it's made some exciting kind of races now, I don't think they're gonna want to see it. So I don't think that Montreal won't be in the next season, and you'll see and then you'll see another track coming, or Singapore replace it on the calendar. Now, so far Cam has not had, no one's pitted for probably for the first time that will actually experience wet tires. Just can't make sort of slides a bit through turn 2. Is it now to the chicane of turns 3 and 4, turn 5, and as he goes through turn 6, and there's at turn 7, turn 8, now turn 9. So, it's right on board. I really like this camera. This is a good one. Yeah, I like this. Big slide from camera. Yep. This comes down now with this straight, which will be a DRS set zone if it is here next season. Cam's still not having into pace. I think he's waiting for that call from his engineer. Ooh, massive slide. Ooh, again. I'm pretty sure that if, to be honest, I'm pretty sure he will pit the next laps when his engineer says. Why did he just say existing from the time? I don't know. I'm like that. Now, the main information about this is going to be potential new music next season, with the evolution. So, you know, maybe we'll see some new music next season. What do you think? I'd like to, some more classical themed music to make it seem more like classics, like an actual Formula Classic. Because right now we've got the music of the futuristic Formula E. Doesn't fit the theme, does it? No, it really doesn't. We've got one classic one, which is a safety car, which Cam using his great intros. So I just thought the race was in the formation lap. What do you think people will stop here now? Probably the end of this lap actually. It's getting really damp outside, I think. I've just walked out the commentary booth, and yet it's getting really wet, so I'm pretty sure that they're gonna dive into the pits now, and you can see Cam diving into pits. So yeah, you called it. Because I'm pretty sure though that everyone's got pit potentially this lap anyway, so you see the team for Callum do it at pit stop 2.8. It's the same one as what they had earlier as well. So not bad. Maybe, that's actually good from Waldmiller and Benjamin comments at the end of the pit lane. So now it's a sprint to the end for Callum. Just no mistakes, and you'll be fine. Yep, you should be fine. So some left traffic law pads, so that's gonna cost him. Yeah, there's nothing on his, no like glitch on his wing either. Oh, the record's way broke here. Yes, sir. Yes, right there, right there. It's not gonna make a lunge up that there happen. Which you think might. Yeah, probably, but he's just gonna get past that lap guy anyway. And he's got pretty good. This next one is probably gonna get on the straight as well, so you know it's. Oh no! Oh, let's go get on the outside. I know. Oh, they're both in the barrier. They say they're right out in the barrier in the wall of champions. The bottom. Cam's got no damage. Boxing's yeah, no damage, but that was a pure. It's just silly, clumsy driving there from Callum. You wouldn't think a Lady Chip would do that, but it just looked like he can turn it too much, and he just broke the suspension of the Baleno. It's 3 retirements now. In this race, I think that's Noota. Is that right? Noota? I think it is. Yeah, I think it's saying right. So we're racing again. And now Ota Izumi out of this race. What a ridiculous name. No, you could have a chance at somewhere else. Yeah, it's not been up for. But look at season 3 of the drive lineup. Do you think it will be the biggest change in drive lineup in both seasons? Even we've had so far. Yes, I think we will have more of a mixed up grid. I don't know, drivers experimenting in new areas of the paddock. We should be fighting up probably with Force India. There's a harder Force India guys. Well, which could potentially be Mahinja, depending on which one buys them out. Buys a team at first, but it's lucky to be Force India. Then depends on really what happens. We know that as well, that Mahinja spotting will probably be spotting the same as Force India, so we'll still be a pink car though. But yeah. That could be something we see next season. We've got 2 laps remaining, I'm pretty sure, of this race. 2 or 3 anyway. And no, not this race. Yeah, you can. I have to be honest, like this race has just been made weird. I'm doing my driver predictions. As well. Well, we are doing the driver predictions. Actually. So. I'm actually quite intrigued because someone's been posting that well. So, yeah, we've got 1 more lap left. I predicted it right. So we should see is potentially some new I don't know what I'm saying. Well, the final lap of the race. The long lap for Callum, just no mistake as he nearly bugs into the wall. But he makes contact with the wall there. No damage though. Yeah. Nearly backs in. He backed into the wall, but no, it's not costing him. He's got only now. Take 4 corners. He's now at the hairpin. Is he gonna make this the fastest lap? He's got fastest tech to for the first 2 ones. Surprisingly, he's on wet tyres. This is the first ever wet race, and who is going to win it here in Montreal? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Callum, unless he crashes or has some mechanical issue before the end, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. He goes past the chicane and the wall of champions. The checkered flag has officially fallen on Montreal, and Callum wins round 4 of the season 2 of Formula Classic. Yes, outstanding work for him, not gonna lie, to recover and the way he did. That is done now. P4 and P5 in the championship to the both of them. Murray just managed to hold on in by 6 points in by P3. Benjamin takes the top of the table with Lucas Loff in P2 now. Right guys, we'll see you all next time in Spielberg. Goodbye.